Chief.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
Na Pomboko there.
Is it about 12:30? You crew Monday. Good afternoon. Nyame adom bibi aboko pa.
Yeah, the Nyamiasi. Ready for the purpose of your viewers and your listeners, no, obey introduce on kakra.
Edi adodo na the frame Oduko Kojo Opon. Yeba politics mo so there MPP Germany ana yedi adwumadie yeboa ema dawubo e MPP mu no ewiase ne Germany na bibia so etim kama nti said the dodo na frame no Oduko Kojo Opon eno animidi.
Okay. Near Becca here for say you to answer free NDC for but unfortunately no more say a jume be do makwa akodi baby ntino or more party officials or more German or meant to me amba ameka yensa enti enam komodie ni de ne Mr Oduko our MPP
Deputy Communication Director.
Our Germany and Berlin kwa.
Mpacho Germany. Berlin de me chapter secretary e Berlin hasi. MPP chapter secretary e Berlin.
Enti Mr. Oduko ye okasama MPP over Germany. The party na the past 8 years no more aban mo no. Great. Menua ye mesa ma wakwa babiem. Anopay de enkomo kakra bi na ye ba bedi. Ye hwe ye mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ghana for you to me free monsem e de man no. Afe pepepe enie. Overall performance.
Menua medase di kan ma yenche atiefo na aja afe na kwahia. Yenweshi obi a atiefo a ene awia no pay omotie nkan yenweshi obi a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Na esre nyankopon se nyankopon na odi atwa 2025 no ono nyankopon na ansa amo ye ho ban na 2026 e bewura mu bibia ye bia no enye kama ne mafasa kwanye so asa achia MPP fo mpanyimfo nyina right from the former president Kofo Nana Dankwa Kofo the party fo mpanyimfo ye opposition omoboa general secretary ABC youth organizer Miaminu Salam Mustafa omoboa ma party ncheche bibia so ekoso miwia na masachia mia incoming Fragber and the leader of the new patriotic party Honorable Kennedy Ohen Japan papa babia obia so medenchi akese ekoma no machia your last candidate Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Babia Alhaji babia obia no medenchi akese so ekoma pa machia party from panyimfo nyina Berlin hasi mechia me chairman Kojo Germany mechia me chairman Dr. Felicia Moa and the executives are yenyina ekabuma yeboa MNPP so edwumadi o Germany haso bibia so ekoso menua said yenyina nim no yekwato aba 2024 na me free ha ko Ghana ekodi campaign achi be me fan say 1.5 months ansana yekwato aba no yekoni hopes very high say yekwa break the 8 yenyina yenim ye mantra na ye de ko breaking the 8 until the hopes were high. But Ghana force was thinking otherwise because no mufi say ebia the route ayede amamoni namsono omompe said na hunu no say bia yede ye ni omanyina na say no ma de da na akwan so nti omoboa ama bibia ombaboa am yetima break the 8 no hwechi enim say Ghana every political party bia the election cycle no uko 8 years no massesan by this time no, we were thinking say we will be the political party, the first political party, a bit more changes election cycle. No, but intimi amanesa Ghana Funya GD Equator Ba overwhelmingly Emma, the former president, now the sitting president, Yura John Dramani Mahama. So far, media maker say Affinie, me fan say Affinie on the scale of 100%, you know, make him almost 65%.
Oh.
Metimum almost 65%. The entire memo almost 65%, you know, and you say they've done something extraordinary, but they are maintaining on the past glory of the previous administration. To me, you know, and maybe they would have gotten like 80% from my side. To me, 80 over 100, 200 there. They say, they are on the good scale. By 65%, they're able to maintain some level. Mimi free say, Timamufo na eden, aje, Yera MAHAMA because of normal bakumi no bia oba inherite ya so far no omutimi eden omutimi ejina so about the economy up to this level and timini so far so good omugu so a omototo normal na me de for now normal bibli Ghana the last 5 years no the last 1 year Yera MAHAMA president so no 1 year
overall no for the first 1 year in there dream as a communicator for the biggest opposition party MPP Obe score President Mamaha and then the NDC government 65%.
65%.
That is great.
Yeah. And you great sir. Over grading system and ko say we go obey bill.
Babi akra treasures no nya bia only me ya.
Be 1 year. You know say 4 year period though.
But for 1 year now to me assess obi man 65. Then I think say you've been fair.
But it's based on a reason.
Why
I remember how. Me tell me more 65.
Yeah, me parents say why are there because 65.
You are fair.
Why are there?
Yeah.
Why are there? Pato to us.
The entire me more 65%. And I make say the government period is a 4 year period. What you say? This is the first year, and every government beyond free so try to if it's your strength. He tries to build on your strength. If it's your weakness, he tries to overcome your weakness and start on a new strength. Now we were hit by a lot of international crises. We saw how inflation went over 54%. What you say 2000 after COVID, all international like all countries were hit by like all the shocks around the world. Ghana, the inflation back to the sense said about almost like 54%. Year for a 2004, no inflation about 23%. NDC are able to build on this inflation reduction. As at now, we are even heading to a single digit inflation. That is a plus on their side.
Inflation.
What you say? As at now, it's even on a single digit. If I'm right, what you say. So that is a plus on their side. As at now, the economy, which is the backbone, Ghana, everybody is talking about the economy.
Enti say amemo ne tiseng
amemo ne de said the jamo mo sa no moto there hasn't been any like significant improvement e wo amemo nim because me free Ghana by 6 months crama said the American because Ghanaians were angry with the MPP Yera MAHAMA buy onye bibia but they feel okay the entire American say Ghana for bebre even your party for we were crying say the government the president should make some changes to me why in the last hour are making a significant impact. What you say is about the finance minister MPs over bay 80 kiko on ho the petition koi Ghana force was some finance minister idea Adam buy any bear like 6 months near to a ban but you can see say a lot of pressure was released. And the phobia no obey you by kasa nipa be kasa within the social media and I say the social space a boy normal so by you president the former president when who is and President Mamaha by onye he you to force by chairman at the and I say any like social intervention policy power NDC within the last year no modiaba for bibia my but they are riding on what the good role. President Mamaha during the campaign time taxes or be ye free and then as for and no why as now there hasn't been any major improvement there by Ghana idea so be a corner juma so yes inflation abba form yes interest rate abba form like Ghana city to Ghana ratio dollar swati yes still and normal body here ubetimi amotie for den akọ market akọ busa say last year Christmas and this year Christmas what has been the major change and no man the channel here though if interest rate above from inflation rate above from the BR is on the lower side but it's in the books it's not reflecting
honorable me so asemo abaya wapeke inflation around 24% and then in the space of a year or the inflation about 6.3%. People are even projecting say we might go around 5.7 or so by the end of in the next few days. Me sure so betimi aye more fair. Me no dey anka metimi ama ne be 90%.
Onia said an American.
Only me nya adwen.
Me no onya adwen from that regard. The entire America say this policy, this inflation reduction program no, was started during our regime. Na America say I give them 65% because some of the like programs in we started during our regime because yes that time no na eden crisis na eden e sha ase ya sha ase that time na enkenye ne say do single digit na ye nyina ye kan ho asa say Bank of Ghana almost that emus they brought out a program just to stabilize the city. What you say? So the governor, as we are having now, is also building on the same program. And China, edu sasenge degate now, they are even aiming to bring it down further. No, the same thing applies to the economy. CDA enya hodin over there like 42% appreciation about yen na yeni agia. You say no, like Ghana CDA say any dollar na around there 11 12 and na for no. And this enye bibian fa ho. A good purchase agreement ya de buy. That is why the CD is now appreciating. E dey pa no mo bo my. The good board now say we mo kan one sem PMMC and it's just a change of name. It's just a change of the NDC hasn't done anything.
But the ordinary Ghanaian now, the ordinary Ghanaian, no. Enemy say, as a time na mo aban be free so na run up to election no. Na enema boy dem pa.
E bi ti say den.
Me kai say almost say anwa gallon ne be and number 1,400, 1,700. E be kura say no moto no 2,000 Ghana cedi. But man for so moto no almost 700, 800 Ghana cedi.
Unia ende no kure said the work no
cement bo na cement bo baby na edru e bi kwa na manfo so munya cement ni bi mpo no mato they say almost cement ebu o Ghana cement bo aye fofofo
sin ayefo no say ebo say no mo de ato so
difference Ghana for say ayefo they say manfo kura de gu ka mu de ebo adonko cement wo ho mu beto bi cement wo ho mu beto de Ghana for binom e ka no no
Unia de chene say the American no our government doing the second the fair assessment of NPP government from 2017 to 2020 you can check the records from that time now ye buy na enoma munye but yes still we able to start the major flagship free SHS program without any money ni enim si eniska bia ho eno na mede chere say during the second term, no, a lot of challenges. We were hit by like a whole lot of international crisis. COVID, Eden Hube boom, Yenina Etikroma, Yenime normal eto over some months. Yenko be Juma, nothing was working. You heard Russia invasion on Ukraine. A lot of problems are at the buy. And normal can one 7 and a oil. Ghana, we don't produce oil. We have like what it takes your natural resources but how to refine it I bit my boy much for you say we are also enjoying like our like what God has given to us we are not having at the end of the day we need to import cement iron rust na se for kan nyina no onkofo mo kun omo ho ne ekokofa sa no mane ba obi a wo ko oni kurom no obe da tima ko de akwakofa enti kakra ne o Ghana no importers and then they are raising the price, which you cannot do anything about it. Because at the end of the day, I didn't even flight the crowd wasn't working. And if I don't send a native team for flight, and they call amount for cruise, then allowed. What you're saying, that time, if you want to say, no, a fair assessment, but at the end of the day, no, our government was doing their part because a government blew a and I say most of the countries blew a even the Ghana government there no omantima anyimu kwata what you say you share the kind of interventions na dan kwakufu ade ni MPP amanyoko de buy ya even the death rate I cause so Ghana it minimize ye yemfa compare to other African countries you see say like a lot of death by because of the COVID media at the end of the day if you want to judge MPP for assessment there normally no the first 4 years will be a baby because that one there wasn't anything of like say like external shocks and as bisa and NDC sabe no more enjoy the good war no there hasn't been any change because
but let's be fair to Ghanaians I believe say bad last 2 years prior to the election na COVID was almost out na COVID issue with COVID echo enko ekra na it is almost out Russia and Ukraine tokwana so awaka ho asemi as at now still ntokwa no eguso a ekoso bibia ansesan ye enti how do you convince Ghanaians say it doesn't take a very good governance to position Ghana ewo prepare so Ghana we see no
unia no kre say Russia invasion on Ukraine no ekoso by menye sure say it is first no gidigidi na na yehu no even first kwa no na flight kwa no cannot even go to Russia na say Ukraine because I have a lot of friends that even omukodi Ghana no Russia chairman of NPP Dr. Bongo like no Ghana going back to Russia no kwa na a problem but he needed to go by ubedako because entoko ekoso ewo kroma as a minute entoko ekoso Ghana how do you fly to Ghana even if you're a business person and say bia we a businessman ubedi sketch yakwa edonkwa atum seniani sabre no ana like entoko gidigidi ekoso ana NDC government in eden etimi apage the price of good and service at this level there then we can commend them ana mekano our government no if you look at even what is going on our parliament we are not there to just criticize the NDC government and say to sabotage the country. What you say? We are like we want the country to grow. Nti ade bia ebeboa government no, ebema government na de enyuma koso no. We are there to support. Yenti so omo a tamomo opposition no omo de ye ntokwa da bia na parliament as if say they are even joking. What you say? Obehwe international news na parliamentarians just because omo majority na de enya adwen. Enye no na ye dibu mai. At the end of the day no, if the government is doing anything better, and Amibusa will say within the last 1 year, Ayura, MAHAMA NDC, Ebefa Manu, Ghana, Mamoon, a dear at the 2 pound on my economy na stabilizing.
Say na make as a Ghana for say. I'm not move from Bamo. Omo per dollar tokrana. At least omuyi be almost 15 to 16 Ghana cedi and no money dollar back wato.
Senior,
but say no. Almost omukra 10 crown omutimi $. Ebi kura se man for say dollar ebu wo fie kro bitimi frɛ unia per dollar akokwan so ana
unia sa currency appreciate eno na me eno earlier no na me chiro mu se omo baaye no e say enti finance minister na omo de no baaye no ana se governor no ana air perform magic ana se it's a policy I started ye eno na omo ase like uye bibi na wo free ho na ade na wo ye ne ye papa na oni papa ba na wo to aso what you go border. They say no, that is the backbone, and as my fan say the wonders are NDC for Jinaso say no na stabilizing the economy, and I say the city no. This thing was spearheaded by MPP, and I make us say the genesis of gold purchase agreement was in 2021, 17 June 2021, and the later bill in our parliament. The records are there to check. What you say? And this good board no a PMMC and there has been just a change of name and Sami Jamfiako down no e say omo bo amagalam say e cost or say no o man 40 them kwa no e tutu omo dan say just because good board for good e dey stabilize CD near and there hasn't been anything new. This gold board gold purchase agreement no e idea ye dey by say be about stabilize it because at the end of the day no there be like a German so ye Ghana city no ye boa no bebre ne dia kwakoje dollar kitu bi no ye de come for cross no mpanyim 14 asum say no enya dia ye de ebeboa ba ye gold ho ye kura ye gold reserve bebre ho ye gold no so ye de ko amanfo cross so ye de ekoton enti ne yentimi mfa no enye bata I bet him your foreign transaction, and that's the basic year. It was something like a barter agreement, and that's a barter trade. And on a boy, economy na stabilize because at the end of the day, no, who are the title be NDC buyer, wabaya, a stabilize the economy, no, not just a single policy. If you're more policy flagship initiative, our mother buyer, at the end of the day, granted, or to implement Agenda 24, it's a 24 economy. Omuntiminye, a national apprenticeship program. Omuntiminye, woman bank. Almost on by established. Omuntiminye because I say I say Uoskada bank. Oba school fees. Untimintia. Okomu bank account na nuwa niaje. And this a mamona omonegana fubu ne bianio. Uoska bank. oba school fees untimi ntua eso ko bank account na no ani age. The money is there but they cannot spend because they are not able to raise revenue. Omo baye omo say the emission tax aba omo twem, betting tax omo twem, like COVID tax omo twem. They have omo twa tax in which is good, but they are not raising revenue. Nothing. They are not raising revenue because they cannot spend. Because at the end who raising revenue, any revenue and which may spend it. And this movie, they are not able to raise revenue, they are not spending. And the economy no, the Ghana Ghana is not growing.
Okay. And this MPP are buying that's what our power. And then I'm combining different. And ka baby Ghana nka send ye currency tie ye lending rate ni ye lending rate. Any inflation about bedre what different nanka ma ban beye
Osofo minua atiefo will be our best judge yen ya start ade no any obi a yen ya start man beto aso no who will be the better manager of adekro na o sha ase no you say in economy no medical mwati ase say economy no ndc bae yen nyina ye di adanse say NDC phone for bibia meka ho enti yen na ye share sa a good purchase agreement ni ye share ase no no Ghanaian and I say no like a person can tell us we cannot manage the economy well because but we are not inflation rate in 54% to 2022 after COVID no it jumped to 54%. Ama ye be free ba mu no na about 23%. Enti dia pa na kire se ti sabre ni kayin timi informa senga de degete no. Enya dia ka be de am because there was a program na NDC buy no so omo tro program no so there hasn't been any significant change omo fa any adefufo bia the MI at the end of the day no economy asema o can say like a exchange rate and a forest differential they say nyame adom appreciation of the cedi again grounds no NDC for BBMA ahode ni nyina gold purchase agreement that is the secret gold purchase agreement that is the secret aboa masa be menu ka say cedi na ho dey rising almost like 42% and also ye na sha ase
okay
what you say enti do wa sha ase no he knows better managing it than obi a over to us because on back buy no on fa meka ho ye de na sha ase no na odidi ho
okay enti de odi agya no no ahwe so yie na wo ye na bibia akoyie no obema ni mo anameboa
and I catch say na medical catch say when there is any recommendation we can recommend them we can commend them china me man 65% okay. So at the end of the day no they are passing on a good road by I can say the make no I know say American and him no we are going to have encounters at the end of the day no when you go to the second year, the third year, the fourth year, that is when the reality will set in. Okay. What you say? And no, the reality will set in. You don't say NDC for within first 4 years, you know. Saying no matter Ghana echo. The first 1 year, you are riding on the horses of the previous government. And no, we did. What you say? Hey, and I did at the end of the day, no second year, third year, fourth year, no, or last year, no, no. And when you don't say also buy, no, or holding at the end, I would be what my at the abo man Ghana. And no, na me ba, I can get a fair assessment. Say, and this buy, no, say because first 1 year, and at the end of Mekano, every government will ride on the previous administration, and they will be because Obano, first come to be previous government no ana office so tine noma e ka do beja mo a obeto aka no so ejapade no ojama obeto ejapade no so sanete enti this by the first 1 year no they are riding on the horses of MPP the second year third year fourth year no when you come here we can give a fair assessment of the NDC administration okay. Sanete
last one on the economy quick one me sure say money fearful di nkomo if you almost omukojoma saying cost of living is it here? Just a quick one.
To be on the fair
under the first 1 year of President Mamaha, cost of living.
And America say cost of living no a normal boa form. But said the America no minimum say omo chief force for cameras at the farmer college omu ebi akaso market ebi agogoshin na sefo they can also give you a good assessment of ebia yen ya take as afidie so eden at the end of the day no a normal bo aba form but not to the expectation of the ordinary Ghanaian what you say ebia said there CD to dollar appreciation na den aba form no we don't expect say nkase na no man bo obeye
okay
yen na ye wa ban mu na no ma bo aba form say ya ka Ghana for den Ghana for ebebo ya bamu ko mo be so ye so ba esan say the make no esan say NDC amamu NDC amanyu ko mo ba ye no they are not able to raise revenue nti the amamu na koye sa na akoye difference be am what you say difference be am because e say no no Christmas there say the make an and normal do na ebeba dwom competition ebeba mti people might try to reduce or normal ba kumienu bi just to sell some things off by me any Christmas ni the reality will set in again
okay
what you say sanity
yen hwe employment and job creation aban dada no or born to ano, there was so much talk about big push that even led to the slogan or the Asempa Panaba. Under job creation and employment, 1 year of NDC in power, assessment from where you sit as a MPP communicator, then I bet me I can.
Yeah, many of you made us say. About job creation there, yen nyina say yen nuamu NDC for asabi ye de Ghana for ashomo ye de Ghana ashomo nsa for the last 4 years no omomo homodin e wo job creation for the next 4 years no omomo homodin when it comes to job creation na before say you best start program no na wubu same something about like me fan say this administration team aboa youth no ama ye police omo ebia e wo adwuma ne na se for which I commend President Mamaha for that opportunity because youth in the do baby na oboa omo and also timi etimi open up a lot of youth omo so hu say they can also do it because first and the my appointment you say ye dey mapanyi na akora na baba any deputy and say bia ya appoint akora no so later and na se for by the President Mamaha me hu say ade apanyi betima yen akora so akora so betima ye to me no is a good thing yewura President Mamaha aye the about job creation there a lot of flashy programs are NDC for let's stay here okasa wo keka ebi enu a omatimi because aban no ebe bibia the like the budget the economic policy or the beko parliament no
the asempa
budget na wo de ko yen and na be kire say ade no obetima ya na so ntimi nye the book push a wo kan ho asem no asad now zero budgeting ade zero budgeting no ade na che say ahodin wom enyina so bi anim what you say nimfi nyina tutu no omode ko ye at the end of the day no omo flash programs omo ka ho asem nyina ebimo yewura President Mamaha Kwana na enim in the 24-hour economy and all can asem chairman echiremu different vice chairman echiremu different obia echiremu different at the end of the day no 24-hour economy 1 year down the line ye hu you know anopofo adwuma no tamon bepon awiefo adwuma de hu tamon bekokora na omapon anyumefo ne nya hu tamon beko no omapon the only thing na NDC for buy 24 economy no omotimi eye basentale ono kwa na 24 economy no ni ntia oye 3 shift anapotimisha national fire service frontale eno ya no pade area we no akwakofa military for entire nation no so omo madwuma enti okoba bia o se omo entire just to make maybe the occasion enlighten and as
bisa speak of basentale obaye emusa under the office youth in the fight against Galam say the blue army fire service also police also there are so many security service I won't say ya fama brum ejuma in that area also and to be sure say just the uniform now or shana no pa we
uniform ne dey abo 3 shift no no mo dey 3 shift no ayabusa no mo dey 3 shift economy no ba say the work no Basentale or a fine guy or a fine Utah ni ministry no na say like ne side no or born homodin but anything new uyi oma wa perceive omo say MPP for no you free ho na ko find NDC for ne ba NDC for no motifie no ye unemployed no why say what create employment am omo no omo hoda dan so wa yi omo no so omo so akwa ye unemployed So there hasn't been anything new. Abani ba no the last 1 year no sa na akwakoye there hasn't been omu create any like proper employment be but the only thing is say you sake MPP for no and you employ NDC for the same MPP for ni akwakoye unemployed and NDC for na you employed and that has been the only thing concerning employment pa say NDC buy omu create sustainable employment for Ghanaian youth there obi abedi adanse omunye bi na minim say ebia the next second year ya be shase ya no omo baby bi dia ba me de say the mekan no national apprenticeship program omo ye only 7%. Ohe economic policy 2026 omo de call parliament mo se mo the national apprenticeship program oba ba budgeting only 7% anyway and my budget and no like how is even this program going to be successful? What just like me fan say mantra ahodini eno aso modo ma no na ekeka ne sa keke ba youth no super adwuma
na so wo hwa na say ya wo Ashanti region no mo kolanche nkoko nketenkete project
nkoko nketenkete project nkoko nketenkete like how many youth and I employ omo and how sustainable is the project
almost say nkoko nketenkete na every household bia benya nkoko ne bia yen enti ehun hia so obekọ abonte akoto akoko de wayen na opebia kumache area obetimi open in large scale so betting am obi am why in large scale also betting as supply to restaurants and hotels na dey
open kese on bibi on say the wa Ghana you see ya manyo semne like yetimi etu ya namon emwa emakuru no enkoso o de aban sika ekwayen nkoko o de ma household no nkoko ni tunkosu ana oni bakroso ADB nkoko yare ba na ebo omo a na se okun mu nyina she fridge mu na se Saturday ni den se one na busuafo ni nyina no omo betwe omo Christmas abai but there should be like a policy say o boa timamufo na mo ma o ma for poultry farming no as like on the large scale. That is what you need to do. But what of nkoko ma 20-30 edimo obi say onye backyard poultry farming is no mana a waste of money. What you say yenya there ebebo matimamufo no bon say no aban we buy no this initiative or the buy no me deputy agric minister Dumelo you know there ono our fine gentleman me penasem but omunya there ebebo ma at the end of the day no 4 years in ntwam no 4 years mandate in ntwam no na Ghana for hu say den kokon ketenkete omo kan ho asem no enye a confirm ne tutuko bokina ne bi at the end of the day sa omo baya na omo ka se nkokon ya ba nkokon ni nyina ewu na Ghana skanashi but yenya dia Ghana yesika no a better value for money because a taxpayers money and ye dey yes no money nyina what you say nti me de nkokon ketenkete no me hu efie bia mu a omo de bia kọ at the end of the day say ebi mu anya bia omo ye omo de a omo hwe say Ghana sika and ye dey what you say na people should be held accountable. That is the most important thing. At the end of the day no say nipa no ye ade no na ye free say yaban sika nti ye ma ye mfa ye hu nyina nhye ye show accountability ye like ye ma routine checkups ye follow hesa the corner ye bia the man no wo ye no ne kwan so na ye beti ada Ghana sa na be ye but here is the case and this policy no is a good one and ka be boa ma ye betime feed yourself what you say operation feed yourself and you say wo hia nkokon no omo tukosua na nkokon no bi so nyini bronya ibai and ko mo started da omo ba 1 year ni nko mo sha ase a ka Christmas nka nkokon bu Ghana anka kosua kwa nka bi anka uyi 2 cities anka betimi ato kosua crate be 3 what you say but mo anya ne sa ba ye hwe se sa be o ma sha ase no 2026 Christmas na eden be ya de a kosua bo ede ebe ba fom enkokọ so bo be ba fom because enkokọ nketenkete eden aba Ghana nyina ye nyina ho beton because Ghana ye ma ye nyina on the akwaye
obi send me text message say men kan che o say mra na wa mo free abam na kosua crate eye 80 Ghana cedi
o na 60 se na me to bu ka so ka so na La Paz
ebia de o ka na ya
akese ni bia
akese ni 80
60 akase ni 60 aye so ani bia 65 onu kwa sister ba ko onu no NDC ni entu ye on the oya so o person o de bo aban na chi entu ye so o NDC ni o NDC ni nti obi eton ni de 60 no onu kwa de no ton ni de 65 just because o be sa aban na ye unpopular but say de na atiefo ka no is good. Said the enkoko nketenkete a good programmer me to me no omoma the good intention of like the ministry no ebema in the next year no Ghana ebe ka behwe what you say ebasa portrait ni sound because ukohe the kind of scar aban no edeko the kind of car aban no edekra enkoko just enkoko ayewe abra enkoko ni betima ye bi o Ghana like what you know I want you say what you say and to when ntina the next NPP government no ye meye normal to can say dey bia ye mre bia ye Ghana for eden eto abatia ye no we are going to do things different what you say nti enkoko nketenkete ne dey is a good thing but do mo ye na nya sa ana wo se wo mo ye no we no mo ye no matter mendisi fo nko mo wi a o meka se enkoko na wu enkoko ya le so ma Ghana sese ti e hedo mo ba bi o mo de befa Burkina de confirm de o so matu I confirm to me to free Ghana ko Burkina but enkoko pa de enkoko ntimi ntu enti be heading ba bi o meka se enkoko na fa jesu bi o meka se enkoko yare abaga
na 8 years no mo buy no mo hu ba bia confirm de ko ye confirm na mo so mako Burkina na 8 years mutimi
o da bi so maka Burkina eno ne say no ne one thing say omo ma enkoko confirm ne ma back ana ya ka se bia MPP time confirm na back enti omo be ko so aka Burkina ho enti omo ka ho omo ka ma Ghana aboka nti e ka na abafi
okay meaning say 1 year ye ntimi nka ne ma bebre because we are ya ware anke bega se honeymoon afi no ma free honeymoon ayeden aba send you see kind the next 2-3 years
oh yeah and you be born much yeah you be born much pa
but the should be the leadership style of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama vis-a-vis the leadership style of the former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In your honest opinion, assessment be na adebe mano.
Opanyi kese eba leadership style I won't say obia ne me fan say ebia the kind of upbringing na unyaye during ebia in the early stages of life and I say onyini no the way we see etie people from afar see the former president Nana Addo as an arrogant person but me I know him enti me hu ne sa what you say edru ba bia politics no ye nyina ye mfa compare ye nkola ye tete omu ewukruma say you should know say Nana Addo most of the youth you know wantana Ghana nti no mabu ho ye no say as a abroche life no not to the sense bia obu obi animtia what you say enye say bia obu obi animtia by ofi say that time no e bia na say the ade na wo ye no boni bi anim eno na abdodo na ewe abonten free say bia papa no arrogant I know say from that angle no ntin bia uputu asa bia leadership style na yin by Nana Addo was a fine gentleman leadership style
no I'm not coming from that angle me kind of general leadership style you find say you to abayi no after some few days he came up with his ministers. He launched the code of conduct for the ministers. There was a restriction on foreign travels. So, the percentage of youth what the cabinet and then the ministerial we say in more portfolio anymore. As compared to the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, how will you rate him? As leader Ghana for here.
On the 2016, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo running the campaign no Nyame Ghana for who in Bombo to Obama overwhelmingly 2017 obefa abanyana enoma bebre ohwa Nana Addo ema yehu say he is in a hurry. What you say, he is in a hurry just to put things right, to make Ghana better. Because Papa no, Bena, who say Ghana edana koma so, and no more be ohwa anka under normal circumstances and kawonye. Because Oka say free education, no, he didn't benefit from free, or no, Obi or benefited from free education, free education, ama Ghana for I enjoy. But this is the manner, like he was so much in a hurry. Or appointing ministers, people was complaining over 120 something ministers. Yenginani are very worried. Said, why this huge by not loopholes? Ghana, the one Ghana, SCI no money. because even education ministry kwani o ministers 3 education in charge of tertiary, education in charge of secondary, and some of the main education minister na eden esa ho. What you say? Like things were not in order. And at the end of the day, no, you tell me put you no money in order. No, we also say time came ministers na eden or so kakra eden eba form. Now the leadership style do we be comparing it with Mahama no. Say the make no nanando ababa hihye economy na du baabi
ebi say na oye Ethiopia type of leader
Ethiopia type of leader ne de eno de me akwa me madwe se me ba ho aden no didi no obi ane ne star what you say obi ane ne star odi ebuman eno nkire se Mahama okoka bibia kire na no wati aden of the day no Ghana anye yi a ono president ni ebebo ni din eye yi a ono so ni ebebo ni din enti se bia bibi wo ho a ono no obehia the council of elders amoma advice no on how to do enye se bia de ekoso Ghana nyina no ono solely o taking the decision ane no ano no enye sa na tie some things are decided at the cabinet ansana yede ansana omo de communicate about nti anase president abekasa ho enti no mo bebi wo ho a na efiri se no as president na ba na bia wa ba beka bibi on behalf of the government na anase enye sa na tie it has been decided nti ono as the head no ono na was the obeka the point of the country anase obe decide am Ghana for said this is the line ono as a president ready o tuni enti yenti obi an de ebetima ba in a good side a bit maba on a bad side what you say and depending on baby ebeba no eno na obeka say we de ready ene makoma anye ready ene makoma je what you say nanado the tinti bebrebo a ebo Ghana ebi so amo Ghana what you say nti sana etie ana dodo na ebo Ghana ba amo party no
MTC no sorry o esi ase wo yi o MPP mpabo na sinchen na o de ye mampanyin dada etons ensanie ni as president by the people and for the people omumie no hwan leadership style ananka wo as a Ghanaian not as a MPP communicator anka be recommended
uni amedasi said the work and do baby as a Ghanaian no they will look and I will look at a lot of factors president for no ebaye no ede na waya aboa ordinary Ghanaian ede na waya ayi how be afi obi so me no ye 1000 years ekoba kura ordinary Ghanaian kura nim se na nado ba or the free SHS aba anka babia ono te no ebia Adisade college emfanse pem ene na sefo no nka wonya won so ho daye kura enkosa school ni bi baisa na nado danko akufo do manyuku nti eden anase na nado leadership nti ono so eden eni bieba atima kosa school ni bi you cannot take this one from Nanado
the beyond still now no all share about the governance me make leadership someone you can have confidence in say only kuanim so no na me pese o de serious kama na hwe kama ani na o ka kire Ghana for say enye se wo ye MPP ni na na do wo mu bebrebe na nka wo recommend one particular leadership style e de ama Ghana for da bia Ghana for benya akotoy o makoma beto o yem ne
about leadership style there I will not take President Mamaha ahead of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo because said America no former President Mamaha waba 2012 to 2016 he was a president oba ye hu de fufu bia obeye Ghana for say anya mugidie 2024 election almost out over 1 year down the line me hu the kind of extraordinary leadership style bia what this player I should be happy about nti enye se onye me party ni by I don't like the leadership style because omodo mu be bia no ma Ghana kwa dia then I'm okay ba me no me hwe omo star no ebia NDC for style of ruling there then it's okay but me there say ebia omo the policy bi ba na policy no to know to the good benefit of Ghanaians there then it's okay but me there oni leadership style there enya me fe na me nya sure so say e be me fe
okay na me hwe ni mo say nka be yimpabo na obeyi
mpabo ne de me yi a enye ye to the sense
ya what lazy ni too tight
o me mpabo
winter mpabo
Oh, me on a fair ground, so no.
What's your winter sauce and winter boots?
And I share sauce too. Well, on a fair ground, so no. On a fair ground, so no. NDC as a party, no. I don't like the ideology. What we say political do baby a political party as a whole ni free more. Everybody is driven by the ideology of the party. Inti like Omono, all what they are doing, is based on their party ideology, which I don't belong to them. And until I'm finding it so difficult to tilt to their side. And inti and no matter who the NDC candidate was here, Kobeka Mahama no norma. Also the Neniji home. I cannot doubt him. What you say? I hear Sasuna and so make for MPP. What you say? The leadership stand to me there on the basis of all the past government. I will write President Kufuor ahead of President Mamaha. To me, omo leadership stand far ways Europe President Mamaha there. He say Oma Ghana for.
I say for never for na me my dream be but him say yes say. We bet me the ponko na konsu anu about 20 men for so ponko no mano enye den enum nso no MPP will always be MPP. They believe in this. That is what you get from them. Minua this particular topic, accountability. Emra NDC ewo position na mo person mo ba ban mo no. They made a lot of allegation. Make us allegation because it wasn't founded or proven in the court, the law court. Say, kata share any project. It costs too much when MPP abemo. Na omo ba, ombe make sure so be a wafa Ghana one Ghana cedi mpo no obe mana account for. After 1 year, what is your assessment?
Yeah, me that's it. Corruption, I'm one particular person. My political program be a mekobiano. I try to be fair. On the ground, say Ghana first. Whether MPP, whether NDC, say the 2 million say bedi jumadi ma o Ghana na Ghana timamufo eso nya so mfa so na wo ye wadwen say wo de ubotomu hian and I say what the warging ebeki can zero suni bi wa chiri eboma. At the end of the day, power is transient. 4 years, after 8 years, the power will change. A change year, the next government in the bano and I just saw Baba Fisher or no more. O party in Hobium and the Baba support you. And to me, Sabri, I hear MPP4, Dare, you do Mudi Quota Akoniabano. Me co political program be also now have a cock of was and be a message, me or Mudu Musica, na minimum into the law should work. That should be the fundament. When we have this idea, say whether MPP, whether NDC, say Uba Bamuna or mishandle government money as for a bino and anyone on the right way. And yes, we're chanting. When you panel this car, the records should be there. They should take the person to court. And you panel so may defend with a fair hearing. Or you can't say now if the person is proven guilty. Man eden enye adwuma na nye say bia ye say o nipa we ye party time na we powerful enti chinchina ye dem be kwa kotum political way chanting na there. I'm not in support of that. By corruption as a whole no ye yisa corruption no ye politicians enyina e o madwen say no, our sole aim is to serve. Our sole aim is to help the vulnerable. Near the sadie no eden etu anamo Ghana will be like a better place to live. But here is the case and yes, I didn't know corruption here and there. Now, don't call Kufuor a special prosecutor, by or in the name say corruption and a sephono, and then a super bumper. So I had another during the campaign trial saying, say, Obesa Unyeska, and Yama move. As no woman among for a scar, a buffoon, also left, right, center. As well, non an account. As so, a sunset or non qua intimate mumina, while appointing ministers in your mom bebuaninti, a do a beer, and then Omobia, a brown way. What you say? Enti unya sabe na nado ye mefa ne nkokoto wotini fie adwune no wa wodo kotena sese boano ne mu na wodo ofiri se wonko na ni nyansa no ona sabe wudi kota koniaba. Enti the best thing is say ye pese ye de ye wudi corruption from your system ne they will need a good politician or no like when you're not saying oba be wia and also wia. What you say? When we are there, then the law should work. But when we are na political return there, then I don't think say it's a good thing.
Okay, to me busa say, o share persecution a ekoso, court trials a ekoso no. Emu de hin na to in your opinion no, and in the opinion of your political party no mo dwen say a witch hunting. And I didn't hear. And emu de hin na most dwen say this is a genuine persecution a modern say the person no so dream say on fast on my sika on brain who has no go through the the process.
Open medasi I think say
which hunting
this political like which hunting air coso to me first of all maybe I will cite me am original chairman to me kwan omodene faso here and there ye ransakini fee like unannounced without a court warrant in a no man or to a home at near borrow fee a day no more at the end of the day the court is there and no mabu so mufri say your power no papana can be a tier president this time this is the timer you can also take revenge out of data. This is not the right time. At the end of the day, no, this is not the right time. Inti yen hwese enomabu wo ho a me no wontumi de no. Eji ene obom se obeba bekan we ade chen no oba bekan we eji akwakoye social media attorney general ana magana. There be no grant press conference. There be no grant press conference. Oka bibi for at the end of the day no, you are not hearing anything. What you say? You are not hearing anything. At the end of the day no ma eji no and no man air coso and then if Ghanaians will take the country serious, if Ghanaians will know say the age they want the good thing for Ghanaians, then they should do the right at the end of the day they should allow the law to work. Because want to meet the omuye and now say China say near at the end of the day and I know say like the truth will finally come out at the end of the day then I am fine former cocoa border. So and then opuni and then yamfa former cocoa board director opuni see the need the quarter kwani about the end of the day 8 years yetimi the need to yetimi fa na ntumi so na who as a free man what you say until the person has faulted and I say has gone beyond the jurisdiction why you bibia we are going to scatter there then the law should work say them dey kan no what you say ntimi no adubo ahen dia omode need the quarter kwani aba and na ni nyina political result. There's no evidence. More evidence now. Go ahead and prosecute the person. Okay. They are not doing any genuine thing. Ninya is for the cameras. All right, I'm the buy senior. Where the mean no. All right, yeah, NDC for the buy operation recover. All They say all right. Na kwezi say books are books or try buy TV so. So could tell him it say. Say books no come say like I can't bear 3 sheet be na that table so. Because ninya are unfounded allegations. What you say? Unfounded allegations. They should stop all this. No, Omama Ghana, here. No munya sa political games. No, at the end of the day, na dia a boy in.
Okay. Now your friend is saying, Minya,
open.
Hey. Osha. So what take gift your worry? National Service Secretariat for issue now as a party communicator.
Yeah.
Will you be able to defend gift your worry?
But you can say, Madam, say,
Menka say, and I'm saying case in what court in it now. Menka say,
Menka want some,
but how do you feel as a communicator?
And I want to say, Liam, me can make his submission. Me say, Amamu no. A 4 years mandate and the government to be a what you call a 8 years until you BB now at the back of your mind no show trim say I'm serving Ghana to benefit Ghanaians and make good use of taxpayers money and no more Emma with him cry give your word as some working as 7 or court I may not be able to talk much about it the entire make us say allegate no do na yenyina yenim no is based on allegations. What you say?
Okay.
Court, only court, after say court didn't really number say a normal age a level against a gift warrant like it has been found to be true. Until the woman has been sentenced, together with the deputies and as they have been sentenced them no. And no as a party no, we can bring our standard bastard now there. And no more question they are unfounded allegations. No, now they no correct. And they said they make an age bit no the press release about no press conference. Obetima contradicting who and we can only speak on what after the final verdict. Me free say nyina yen na court adwuma die edu ba bia the wheel of justice no it takes time, but at the end of the day I know say at the right time no the verdict will come out. Now me die Gito warrior minim no dey I know say she will be vindicated.